Leicester 3, West Brom Albion 0. Another solid win today by Leicester, back of course in Premier League action. To be honest, it was quite easy, but who really cares? And Champions League football, baby, we are coming for you. You love to see it. Come on the boys, and yeah, get in. Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today, boys and girls, I'm going to bring you guys my instant match reaction to Leicester City 3, West Brom Albion 0 at the King Power Stadium, as Leicester return back to winning ways and 3 points in the Premier League in pretty emphatic fashion. As you know, we pretty much battered West Brom at home, securing another big 3 points and one step closer, of course, to Champions League football. Of course, it finished in the end, Leicester 3, West Brom Albion 0. Goals coming from Jamie Vardy, Jonny Evans and Kelechi Iheanacho. And of course, overall, it was a very solid win by Leicester. In today's video, I'll bring you guys my post-match thoughts on the game and also my player ratings for the side which started today against West Brom at the King Power Stadium in the Premier League. As always, with these match reactions, of course, they won't be edited to the usual standard. Obviously, I want to get these videos out as soon as possible. You know, filming this video at 10 o'clock, it's going to be a long night. So yeah, I'm going to stop waffling and let's get straight into my match reaction then to Leicester against West Brom today, as Leicester got another 3 points in that 3-0 victory. So then, starting off, overall, like I've been saying, that was a very comfortable win for Leicester today at the King Power Stadium. That is a definition of a top 6 home performance against a relegation side. I thought, you know, West Brom on the night were very poor considering they're in a relegation battle. I thought West Brom were very poor to say the least, but that doesn't take anything away from a great performance today from Leicester, as of course we return back to winning ways in Premier League action after 2 consecutive defeats to Man City and West Ham. Of course, that is what we need today, with Liverpool and Chelsea both dropping points. 3 points was absolutely huge today, and that is a massive win for Leicester in the race for Champions League football. I think throughout the game, Leicester were by far the better side. We dominated West Brom in every single department, especially in that first half. We started off very quickly. Of course, IHEANACHO had that great chance early on where he kind of bottled it. Obviously, in the first half, he got all 3 goals. The second half wise, you know, I mean, it wasn't great. It was quite boring, but we controlled the game quite nicely. We limited West Brom to having any chances whatsoever. We had a few decent chances here and there. Obviously, wasn't as good as the first half, but overall, I think that is a very professional performance for Leicester, and we can't really argue at all with that. And overall, you know, that was a solid 3 points at home, and yeah, I'm very pleased with that. Go on. Of course, coming into today's game off the back of that fantastic win against Southampton, I think you could definitely see the confidence boost in the players. Like I said, we started off very quickly, and I think Brendan Rodgers will be pretty pleased overall with that performance. I think, you know, we could have done a bit better in front of goal. I mean, we could have had about 6 or 7 to be honest, but overall 3-0, I mean, we can't really argue with that. And overall, you know, I think, you know, me and all Leicester fans will be pretty pleased with that one. You know, it's another step in the right direction. It's going to increase the goal difference as well. And, you know, overall, I think it was just a very solid and dominant performance from Leicester in the end, securing another 3 points and another 3-0 win over West Brom. Of course, we beat them 3-0 earlier on the season. So yeah, West Brom, can we play every week? Thank you very much, and then we'll take another 3 points on the board. So then, moving on, let's discuss the game then in a bit more detail. So Brendan Rodgers made 2 changes from the side, which started from the side, of course, we started last night against Southampton. It was obviously, Luke Thomas and obviously James Maddison, who came back into the side. Jose Perez and Ricardo being dropped down to the bench. Obviously, Perez came on. Ricardo, you know, he's had a slight injury, but overall, for that team, you know, was quite solid. Just sticking with the 3-5-2 formation. Of course, Vardy and Iheanacho up top, and obviously from the game, the strike partnership is beautiful. And overall, you know, that was a very solid team heading into the game. Starting off then in the first half, Leicester started off very quickly. Just like I said, Iheanacho had a chance about 2 minutes in. I don't really know how he missed it. It was a 1-on-1. His touch was, you know, very dodgy, and he brought back the old donkey days of Kelechi Iheanacho. Obviously, made up for that later on in that first half. West Brom had a slight chance early on. You know, first 5 minutes it was looking a very open game, but you could definitely see just from a minute go the spacing behind from West Brom. I don't really know why they played such a high line against us, because obviously with Vardy, Iheanacho behind, we had space to exploit. And obviously the pacing behind as well is deadly, and Leicester fully did that in the end. Obviously most of the goals did come from that, apart from the corner, of course, from Jonny Evans. But of course, the first goal did come from Jamie Vardy, back to scoring ways. A goal against West Brom. It was written in the stars. For me, I actually thought Castagna was offside. I didn't actually celebrate the goal. See, it was Iheanacho who played it back to Tielemans. A fantastic ball though from Tielemans in behind to Castagna, who laid it across to Vardy, who tapped home. Clean sheet, an assist and a clean sheet, to be honest, for Castagna. FBL points, you have to see, obviously fantastic from Vardy, great play from Castagna coming in behind, fantastic ball from Tielemans, and overall that was a perfect goal to get us underway. The scoring, obviously a few minutes after that, we made it 2-0. Jonny Evans just from the corner got a start, and Jonny Evans was there with a bullet fogged that header to put it in the back of the net. And obviously Leicester since then dominated the game. We had several chances in the first half. It could have been 3, 4, 5, even 6 in that first half. But of course, it was Kelechi Iheanacho who got the 3rd goal in that second half. Obviously the final goal of the game in the end. Fantastic play from Vardy down the left hand side. nutmeg the defender. I mean, West Brom's defence was, quite dodgy, Sunday League FC, but Vardy, unselfishly played it across to Iheanacho, fantastic finish, and of course that made it 3-0, and that was the definition of a very decent first half performance, to say the least. And obviously, most Leicester fans were expecting, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new wins. Obviously, it was only 3 in the end, but who really cares? That first half was beautiful stuff. Right, and quickly moving into the second half, I'm going to be honest, nothing really happened. I mean, we had a few chances here and there. Vardy tried to score from the halfway line, and apart from that, nothing really happened. We had a free kick for Iheanacho. West Brom had a slight chance for a corner, but apart from that, nothing really happened. We saw lots of Perez come on, Albrighton came on, and Dennis Pratt came on for a slight run out towards the end. But overall, second half wise, it kind of fizzled out. Leicester controlled the play. I thought West Brom were very poor though, especially in that second half. They showed no real attempt trying to get back in the game. Leicester had some good chances. We got into some good positions, but just didn't really take it. But overall, I think we controlled that second half quite well, managed it quite nicely, and I think that's what we needed to do. Well, of course, it ended Leicester 3, West Brom and 0. So moving on then to my play ratings from the side, which started today then against West Brom at home. So started off in goal then with Schmeichel. For me, Schmeichel didn't really have to do anything in today's game, but he kept a clean sheet. It's another clean sheet, 2 clean sheets in a row. His distribution, was alright. I mean, it's quite dodgy as always. So I'll give Schmeichel a solid 7 out of 10. I thought, didn't really have too much to do. He was alright. So, yeah, 7 out of 10 for Schmeichel. Moving into the back 5 or 3, however you want to call it. Starting off there with the 3 centre-backs. Starting off then with Jonny Evans for me. Scored, clean sheet, probably our best defender on the night for me. Jonny Evans gets a 9 out of 10. Of course, scored against his former club as well. Brilliant header. Fogged the header. He'll be proud of that. So, yeah, 9 out of 10 for Jonny Evans. Now, with Fofana, I thought, wasn't his greatest game for Leicester, but overall thought he was quite solid on the ball as well. So he did come off for Albrighton, and obviously Castagna drops into that centre-back role. So for Fofana, I'll give him a 7 out of 10, and with Soonchu, I'll give him a 7 or an 8. I thought Soonchu was quite solid, but overall, the 3 centre-backs were solid. Didn't really have too much to do, but on the ball, they were quite good as well. Soonchu, Fofana, of course, advancing a bit more, and Jonny Evans there. Holding them together, of course, Jonny Evans got the goal as well, which is obviously going to boost his score up. But moving into the 2 wing-backs for the game, Timothy Castagna had been the first one for me. 10 out of 10. I thought Castagna was probably our best player on the pitch, of course. Was very unlucky not to get a goal. He obviously hit the post. I didn't even mention that, but of course got the assist as well. He could have had a number of different assists and goals going forward. And defensively, he was very solid. But Castagna today, probably his best performance in a Leicester shirt. Scored against West Brom in the first game. He loves West Brom. So yeah, Castagna, 10 out of 10. And into the final left wing back position, of course, with Luke Thomas. For me, I'll probably give him a 7 out of 10. I thought Luke Thomas was quite good. Obviously, he came into the side for the first time in a while. And I thought, defensively was strong going forward. Didn't really offer too much, but overall, solid performance from Luke Thomas. And that's it then for my play ratings for the defence and, of course, Schmeichel in net. Right, and moving into the midfield 3. So started off then with Wilfred Ndidi. For me, this guy gets better every single game. For me, 8 out of 10 for Ndidi. I thought he was very good in today's game. Breaking up the play on the ball, he was good as well. And Wilfred Ndidi, another class performance from the Nigerian international. What more do I need to say? Moving ahead then with Yuri Tillmans. For me, I'll give Yuri probably an 8 out of 10. I thought his ball through to Castagna just for the first goal was absolutely sublime. I thought, Yuri was class today. Could have done a bit better in a few situations, but overall I thought Yuri, he's played every game this season and he's done well most of them. So yeah, 8 out of 10 then for Yuri Tillmans. And with James Maddison, likewise, I'll probably give him an 8 out of 10. He was quite unlucky not to get a goal or an assist, but I thought Maddison looked very good on the ball. He was allowed so much space over by West Brom. I was disappointed to still not see him really take too much advantage of that. Obviously, he's only come back to the side. I thought Maddison had a pretty solid performance. Yeah, I'll give Maddison an 8 out of 10. And moving up top then with the 2 other goal scorers, we'll be starting off then with Kelechi Iheanacho. For me, 9 out of 10. What more can't speak. What more do I need to say? I thought, the goal, classic Kelechi. I mean, his touches did bring back the donkey Iheanacho, but overall, it's expected. So yeah, 9 out of 10 then for Kelechi Iheanacho. And with Jamie Vardy, 9 out of 10 as well. He's back. Vardy scores, gets an assist. Who's saying Vardy's done it here? He is not. West Brom, I told you, it's coming back. Vintage Vardy's back, and you love to see. And that strike partnership is working quite well. Obviously, 2 strikers then, 9 out of 10 for both of them, and obviously just in that midfield, we'll give 8s to all of them as well. But overall, very solid performance there, and no one really had a poor game. The players who came on, I thought Perez, wasn't that great. I thought, he lost the ball a bit. Albrighton, who came on, was pretty solid. And Dennis Pratt, who came on for about 5 minutes or so, but he was alright as well. But yeah, that's it for my play ratings. Let me know your thoughts on them in the comment section down below. So then, boys and girls, that is it then for today's video. Of course, in today's video, I bring you guys my post-match thoughts and my match reaction to Leicester 3, West Brom and 0. If you guys have enjoyed it, let me know by dropping a like. Subscribe as well to the channel if you guys haven't already. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the game in the comment section down below. But yeah, huge win for Leicester today. And yeah, you love to see it. But yeah, I'm Sportsa, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in the next video. Peace, guys.